I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't seen any Embers yet. I mean, the fact that his Flame Guard was buffed in 7.30, and then the fact that he got a bigger agility growth rate in 7.30 C, and we still haven't seen him. We see Void Spirit and Storm Spirit banned out quite a bit, but no Embers. Where's the Ember, man?
I don't know. Mirana? Maybe the Sand King? And run the mid Pango. If you pick up the Sand King here, you kind of give up your lanes as far as what you're doing. They could run the safe lane Bloodseeker into a Pangolier, which is actually pretty good.
10 seconds.
But with the Mirana here, you're showing that this is definitely a core Pango, and I'm a little bit concerned about that. I really expected this hero to be played in the support role this game with that Bloodseeker picked up so early. Yep, and there's the Sand King. So it is going to be the offlane Sand King mid Pango, and they're saving their last phase pick for...
I mean, they could get completely wild with it. They could get completely wild with it and just like
mid Mirana.
Throw Mirana mid or something like that. Yeah, we see that every so often, but it's pretty unlikely.
They did buff the core Mirana build, actually. They buffed all of her damage talents and her leap attack speed in the most recent patch. We're back for the Void Spirit. Tao honestly owned with this hero last game. So it is going to be either the offlane or the safe lane Bloodseeker, the Wind Ranger on the 4, and Dark Willow probably in the 5. The question is really, where's this Bloodseeker going? Because, yeah, so you better ban out the Sven. I think it's just going to be the offlane, the typical build that we see, just maxing that Blood Right, going for the Atos.
And they will probably be safe lane Bloodseeker at this point.
You think it will be?
It's good against a lot of these heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
I think they just want the offlane here. They have last pick for Infinity. So at the end of the day, they can kind of flex it. Gyrocopter is still in the pool here.
It is Radiant's ban.
I mean, just get yourself an early BKB, man, on the Bloodseeker. And close the game out as early as possible. That's what I'm thinking. None of these heroes on the side of black and yellow will do too much damage outside of the BKB. I think if you go for a BKB on Bloodseeker and you pick up like a strong offlaner who can do a lot of damage early, you get a BKB on him as well, you just win the game. You've kind of drafted yourself into a corner here on black and yellow. I mean, what they're left with at this point is something like Gyrocopter or Medusa to pump out a ton of damage. And I imagine they're going to ban out one of those two things on Infinity.
A little bit of time of the reserve here left, but ton available for the side of Infinity. I mean, I feel like Infinity are wanting to go for the Gyrocopter if they can get it, but they're going to go ahead and ban out the Anti-Mage. Okay, so this is a hero that is one of those, like, one of the best counters in the game to the Sand King as far as the lane goes, but you don't see it all that often just because Anti-Mage has, he's so slow, doesn't farm stacks without Battle Fury, and feels kind of rough. You could opt for a Phantom Lancer here on the side of black and yellow, which wouldn't be too bad. They have very little control, but the Wind Ranger's Focus Fire is one of the better tools at trying to identify it.
Just going to take a Gyrocopter, man.
Yeah, Gyro's in the pool. I might as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was so surprised that hero was not nerfed.
Yeah. It was either going to be Medusa or Gyrocopter here, I feel. And they banned out Medusa on Infinity, so it's got to be Gyro. Show me that Gyro pick.
Yeah.
There it is. Infinity last pick probably... I don't know. I think it's going to be a safe lane Bloodseeker, and they're going to pick something with another stun in the offlane, and then just pick BKBs on both of them. Honestly, Mars still in the pool. He wouldn't be bad. I think they just go for that. You can do a lot in conjunction with the Dark Willow as well. Be able to throw that Terrorize down to the Mars arena. You're stopping the Gyrocopter damage from coming in. It's another big stun you have to work with.
Yeah, Mars actually pretty good.
Yep. They got 2 minutes and 5 seconds to work with here, though.
You do not have like a really solid frontliner here, so you do need some sort of tank to do this. Like if they would have gotten the Sven, then you could have just relied on Sven for that, since he literally does everything. And then you have this Bloodseeker offlane. Bloodseeker only is really good for the Rupture right now. Like he doesn't do a whole lot. Hey, go back for the Luna.
Choose your hero.
All right. I'll give it up, Ricky. You were correct.
Benjaz Bloodseeker.
In your opinion, Luna was nerfed quite a bit, though, right?
I mean, they nerfed the shard, right? Which was like, I think was just really dumb. It didn't make sense that you could just like crit a support and kill them in one hit. But I think she's still the same hero that farms stacks, and since stacks are still really value, it's the reason we're going to be seeing heroes like this, like Gyro and Luna, Terrorblade, Sven. Like they have been the meta picks for 8 months now, and it looks like it's still going to be that case until stacking changes. Realistically.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how many stacks they're able to take. I mean, you've got a decent shot of clearing those without and stealing them. You've got Sand King, you've got Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter can't do it super early, but Luna does take a little bit of damage, and it takes a bunch of time for her to clear out the stacks as well. So potential for them to go and hunt for kills onto the Infinity Heroes with black and yellow as they go for that. Jubei great at scouting. Actually, yeah, Jubei and Mirana both have heroes that are amazing for scouting.
We'll see how it goes. It's the last game of the night. Infinity would love to close this out, get themselves a 2-0 here. I don't remember exactly where they are on the groups. Let me see. Yeah, they're struggling. They're currently 3 draws and a loss. So they really need to get a 2-0 here.
Yeah, they do. I don't know, man. The standings aren't looking great for either of them. Infinity, I mean, they want to come out of this one on top in black and yellow. Unfortunately, are pretty low in the groups themselves. I mean, they lose this one, they could just find themselves at the bottom by the end of all these group stage games. How many days? This goes all the way up until the 19th, Ricky.
Yeah, don't remind me.
I completely forgot. We do have a lot. We've got more teams in this one, right?
Yeah, we were running 8 previously. We have 10 teams this time, which adds a couple days onto the group stage. Nice disengage, able to get out, almost running into death there on the high ground. But neither team having really a solid lockdown outside of like the burrow strike, right? So
just 30 seconds now.
Able to just walk away.
Burrow strike on one side, your biggest lockdown ability on the other is shackle shot, and that's kind of a bit of a question mark a lot of the time, right?
I mean, level 1 seems pretty rough too. A lot of times
level
you
1
take
shackle is actually 2 seconds, man.
Well, I mean at level, like taking shackle shot level 1 is like really bad. Usually you go the wind run to like trade right clicks, or you take power shot to secure range creep. And I think in this lane we'll probably see the wind run most likely.
What a stupid ability. 10-second cooldown. Well, if you have the talents for it, it's an 8-second cooldown, a 4.6-second stun. What a stupid ability in hero.
Slacks would love to hear you say that.
No, man, don't give me whatever, man. He also thinks positively of techies.
No.
Man, techies players are the worst.
No.
I have a really big brain, guys. That's why I play techies and ruin fun for everybody else. Should have never added that hero.
It's better than the people that ask for Gambler to be added.
Ooh, Gambler?
That hero does not belong in Dota 2.
Boris
Top lane, Boris, giving up first blood. All right. Dark Willow does a lot of damage level 1. He actually misses the Bramble Maze here. And Boris giving up first blood. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. Goes the way of Burna on the Luna. And he had a fantastic start on this Fen last time. Might as well make it just as good a start on the Luna.
Unfortunately, I think they would have turned around and killed Sexy Yogi there, but Boris is slightly off the mark with that arrow.
Right. Nice jukes. Dodges out the Bramble Maze. Bramble Maze level 1 is a lot of damage, by the way.
Yeah. He didn't end up reducing it. Yeah, 120 at the first level. It is way too much. Even the fact that you can walk into multiple... Well, my teammates seem to walk into multiple somehow.
And wait, you don't draw a patrol pattern to all of them? What are you doing?
No, it's shift Q movement to all of them.
Okay, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Ooh, shiny plants.
Looks yummy. It blows my mind when people don't dodge out of the way of them, especially at the early levels. Boys can take a little bit of harass here. The neutral creeps. Something this courier. He's gonna find it. Go,
He
Boris.
found one. He's gonna find another. Yoink.
Doesn't feel it's a worse.
Arrow catches the Dark Willow. She is level 2 though, so she can't just always Shadow Realm and TP. Gonna do as much damage out on over to Boris as possible.
Boris
And-
knows what the Sexy Yogi's up to here.
Yeah, he's
So
got a
Sexy
Fairy
Yogi's gonna
Fire.
have to pop.
He's got him. Ooh, that was close. Going for the Bramble was actually a very high risk play there, but gets at him anyway. Just out-gamed Sexy Yogi God.
Yeah. I think he's worried about another arrow coming on him after he popped that Shadow Realm. I thought he was gonna like salve Shadow Realm. That would have been like the 200 IQ play, but then he weighs 110 gold.
So he just walks base. He took the fight on his side of the map too, so he's not gone for that long.
2 kills coming out of this top lane here.
We can talk about mid. We haven't really addressed this. Tal on this Void Spirit once again, having a pretty good time, but Esk on this Pango actually skipping Shield Crash. So this is the change, right? Like, I guess he just doesn't consider it to be as strong as just going for the 202.
Yep. The mana cost increases pretty significant. It goes up by 15 at all levels, right? You don't get to spam it as much. Instead, he's just going for this old build. Oh god.
He's got to be careful there. Doesn't have a bottle charge quite yet, and his bounty rune just got sniped by the Dark Willow. So Esk is going to need a TP to the mid lane. He might actually just go down. Dark Willow rotating on over, hits him with the Bramble, and that is a kill going the way of Sexy Yogi on the Dark Willow. Really well played.
No, just
Tip comes out from and the tip onto Ask, of course.
Yes, why not?
Every positive tip must be met with an aggressive one. Put the boy in the Cursed Crown for some reason. It zones Boris off of the creeps at the very least. So he doesn't get the stack off. Now he's gonna grab the water rune. He'll be able to bottle that up on Ask. This feels miserable, man.
Yeah, Esk is having a great time in the mid lane. Yeah, definitely.
Smile.
Smile. Runs right into a Remnant, Void Spirit, into the Bramble. He just came back to lane. He's got plenty of bottle charges this time around, so he's gonna be all right. Boris TPs and is like, all right, never mind. I'm just gonna. I don't know why I'm here.
He's here because he's worried about the dive, but Tao has not hit level 6 quite yet. I think no.
He is close.
His range creep won't give him quite enough.
I'll get a disarm one of these. No, he doesn't get it. Okay. Boris earn completed here. Top lane, it might backfire as Joan get pretty aggressive here onto the Sand King. And Burrow Strike back the other way, trying to maybe find the kill on the Burna, but it's not going to happen. 3-0-1 now on the Dark Willow. So he's going to have a pretty great game.
Yeah, I mean, you're only level 3 right now. And I'm passing the salve over to Burna there, right? Yeah. But a lot of gold going his way. He's just going to go for an earn before he even goes for a boots, but he's doing so many kills right now, he might as well.
CS-wise, all 3 cores on the side of Infinity are at the tops. I mean, Zero is struggling here quite a bit on the Sand King, but I mean, Yamson's not doing much better.
Down here on the bottom lane. I mean, he's only sitting at 22 and 5. Luna's doing a lot better than you.
Ooh, nice shackle, the power shot, as well as the blood ride. It's going to connect, and Yamson's going to take a ton of damage here. Rotation from Jubei as well with these battery assaults. He does a decent amount, but without the cogs to hold him in place, not a lot you can do. And a really good trade here for the side of Infinity, and mainly just because Benja has 16 wand charges, and he's going to be able to get so much health back just off of killing creeps.
Component trying to didn't end up interrupting that salve. Yeah, they're trying to do as much harass as they can to Benja, but he's got a salve as well. And given the fact you already used your rocket flare, just pop this, heal up by auto attacking these creeps. Yeah, I'm slinging salves up as well though. Unlucky. Right, Sexy Yogi moving back up here to the top lane at I think 0. All right, never mind. Only 1 point in the burrow strike. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you just epicenter this guy if you give him the opportunity, given he doesn't have boots on Sexy Yogi. He's reaching down the bottom lane now. On several heroes, actually. They want to kill this gyro.
Yeah, Tal being down here level 7 with an arcane rune. A big rotation. I don't know if they saw him. There is a ward that just has a sliver of info, and it might have actually scouted Tal, and as a result, gyro's up in the top lane.
Top tower is in danger.
Very nice. So all the way on the other side of the map right now. They punish this rotation tower. Well, the stack here, triple stack.
I'll make quick work of it. Unfortunately, because of this build, once again, he doesn't have the damage potential of the Dissimilate. Like 4 points, and Resonant Pulse is okay, but it's nothing like that of the Dissimilate. Way lower cooldown and way more damage.
Yeah, but the Arcane Rune basically without consequence there. So the Dissimilate would have been better. Surprised he didn't get any more neutral than that, killing out the triple stack. This did give the opportunity to S to catch back up to Tao, given the fact that he kind of wasted a lot of time rotating down to the bottom lane. So close to his net worth now. He's only like 200 behind.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Man, Yamsung is so far forward right now. That is insane.
Yeah, are you seeing that?
Yeah.
I mean, they are showing mid on Tao, which is probably the main hero that's going to kill him. Zero in the river is going to find Sexy Yogi, commits the epicenter, and that is a dead Dark Willow. No way you're getting out of that one. And that's a killing spree, so definitely worth the commitment.
I mean, I would have done. That guy's been a massive nuisance. They ping out the stacks. They're like, all right, it's going to be time to clear these before long.
Zero has Sandstorm, wants to be able to try and do as much as he can here. I mean, can he actually clear these? Clockwork dies. Not what's important. It's stacks that we gotta watch instead.
Not important, yeah. I'm interested in this Zero stack clear technology.
He did this last game where he just yoinked all of the creeps from Zero or from Yamsun, and he's kind of doing it again. Oh my god, he got all of them, dude. Oh no.
Yamsun has to be mauling right now. It's like the average support, the average offlaner, yeah, I'll soften these up for you so you can clear them faster. The Zero offlaner, uh-oh, it looks like I accidentally got all the creeps. My bad.
Yeah.
Total mistake.
Whoopsie.
He's headed to the bottom lane before he even manages to finish up his blink tag. I don't know what he's going to do down here.
Clockwork eats a shackle. Does hit the blood right, but they know the rest of the team is here behind the tower, and they don't want to overcommit on Infinity. They brought 5 here, and it is just space for Yamsun as he's trying to farm up as much as possible. Would probably have the Chrysalis if he was actually given those stacks, but I guess they really... It's possible that they just really prioritize the blink on Sand King, but I don't know. He still needs his Soul Ring, which he doesn't have quite yet. Pangolier caught for a moment, but they don't want to dive behind the tower. Instead, it's going to be the Clockwork in the jungle here, found by the Dark Willow and Benjaz. About that battery saw, which gives him, honestly, a lot of escape, but the Rupture is going to be committed, and can they actually finish off Jubei? They should with that Blood Rain. Yep, he will indeed. Burrow Strike just off the mark. That's the range nerf, potentially.
Nope.
Okay, no, that's the exact same range at level 2.
Yep.
That was copium, dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're a big Zero fan, clearly. Bias cast. Zero wouldn't make mistakes. That's the nerf from the game. Patches happened last night. Yeah, working on the Hood of Defiance right now on Benjaz. So not much damage from him. Just going the Hood of Defiance and his phase boots alongside that one, but it's mostly magical damage that you're worried about, right? I was talking about this at the start of the game. I think if I thought it was going to be like a position 1 Bloodseeker rushing a BKB after a Maelstrom, and then a Mars in the offlane. But he's gone for a Hood of Defiance instead. So he's Sexy Yogi again.
Oh. Is that Epi? No, just actually gets the kill.
Burrow
Strike an arrow.
Yep. Look back here to the mid lane. Well, tower is still relatively healthy. Esk isn't able to really dive the Wind Ranger here. Unfortunately, they can turn things around if they just TP Towin.
Or honestly, Bloodseeker can just rupture him under the tower, and that feels real sad. Benjaz has the Hood of Defiance going for the Rod of Atos next. Pretty much the standard off-lane builds we see for the Bloodseeker, maxing out that Blood Right. And Luna, now with the Dragon Lance, 4 points in the Glaives. Just farms incredibly fast, up to 6,200 net worth already. The Gyrocopter, not even close.
Ooh, zeros. Oh.
Nice remnant out from town. Do they have the detection? They do. Dust comes in from Sexy Yogi, and that is a dead Sand King, right? Right. Yeah, one more auto attack from Pamplona. Is going to find a hook shot in bottom lane. It's going to be onto the Bloodseeker. He drops the Blood Right. Rupture comes through onto the Clockwork. Not really the target he wants, but Bloodseeker ends up getting knocked out of the cogs. And now the Eclipse into the Shackle. Oh, no. Double kill for Burna, and Benjaz just makes it out.
That is rough. That started off so, it looked like it was gonna go so well for Black and Yellow. Sand King sitting on the high ground up here is about to throw the epicenter out onto the Luna, who's got basically no HP at this point. It ends up completely turning on the, knocked out of the cogs and it making it even worse, man.
Zero. This is the Burrow Strike once again. Has to walk away now. There's a lot of damage coming out from the Dark Willow, and with the rotation from Tao, they finish him off.
Kill after kill, they're getting now 2 to 10, 3K now with advantage here at 13 minutes into the game, and gonna rise to mid tier 1 tower, and get 3 points on Lunar Blessing. This thing's gonna drop quickly. Or probably buy them a little bit of time, but without the Sand King, they're not going to be able to turn this. Let's give this one up. Yamsun's pushing on the opposite side of the map, trying to get this Aghanim Scepter as quickly as possible.
All right, tier 1 tower goes down, and like I said, yeah, Yamsun is kind of farming. He's keeping about the same distance with the Luna, so she's not pulling further ahead, but the Luna still has quite a net worth advantage. She's almost got her BKB. Tao, they're sitting up here, seeing if they can find Yamsun. They see him. They got a glimpse just barely. They drop the ward, and Tao, he's going to be the one to initiate. Jumps in, gets him with the Remnant, holding him in place. Shackle's not going to be there, but the damage, the burst is just way too much for them to deal with. And now the Bedlam to help finish off that Sand King. Rupture now finding Boris Esk as well as Jubei will finish off the Void Spirit, but still a 3-for-1 as channeling. That Rolling Thunder would like to finally use it here. They've got to get more for this. It's going to be the Dark Willow and at least something else for their troubles.
Yeah, but still the Invader Triangle to fight definitely.
Back the other way. That's just like, never mind. As he sees Burna for a second.
Yeah. He's doing almost the BKB. Very important item for this game. You haven't died a single time on Burna yet either. I don't think they're going to be able to take the fight into him once he's got this thing finished. Like, your only BKB piercing disable is this hook shot. And majority of your damage from the Gyrocopter at this point in the game is magical. You end up going the Chrysalis, which is I think one of the most value damage items in the game. You're going for the Aghanim Scepter immediately afterwards, but even with that, I don't think you'd fight in this Luna. This game is about to get, I mean, it's rough so far. It's 4-13, but it's about to get a lot worse. The BKB's coming out to Luna.
Absolutely, and we're gonna see Burna just continue accelerating that farm. Like we see this last engagement, this 4v5 in the triangle. The whole time Luna just able to farm. Top lane Esk trying to juke it out. Power shot off the wrong side, and he will escape. Well played by Esk there.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
I really like the new Gloom Bob thing for the new Immortal piece for Dark Willow. I think it's so cool.
Burna stands his ground. That's what I tried to tell you, man. I tried to tell you about that BKB. They ganked him with 3 heroes, Boris, Jubei, and Zero. They tried to epicenter him. Just popped the BKB, used the Luna ult, auto thumb, and then TP'd out. Ooh. I tried to warn him, man.
Yeah, that is just the power of the Luna right now. Benjaz finds a haste, has the Atos, trying to go for the BKB of his own. If Yamsun gets seen here, which they kind of do, they could go for like an Atos play, and Pamplona going for the wraparound. He gets the shackle, he does it, ends up finding the Sand King as well. And that is going to be a rough start to the fight here. Already down the Gyrocopter. Focus Fire comes through from Pamplona. Can they actually finish him off? It's going to be on the backside of the fight. He drops the cooldown. It's going to do a lot of damage on over to Luna. She doesn't have the BKB left, but Terrorize being pump fake. Going to send Boris back the other way. Burna finally goes down to the way of Esk, but it's going to cost you 4 heroes here as Boris trying to leap away. 3 onto the other side of the tower, but Benjaz Got a lot to work with. Sniped by Sexy Yogi. Ooh, power shot. Almost finishing off Esk as well.
Yeah. They're not going to be able to grab him, though, unfortunately. I mean, they do lose Luna, but she ended up doing so much damage. It was after the BKB expired as well, right? Almost no physical damage coming out from the black and yellow side. I think if things had gone a little bit more the way of Infinity there, that would have been a lot better. Benjaz was just stunned up, and he's in the middle of his rupture animation like 2-3 times, trying to get that off on the Pangolier before he was finally able to cast it. In fact, when he did get it off onto Pango, he had like 54% damage reduction because the shield crashed, so he's just able to stand his ground.
Esk blinked in for this. Got to be careful. They managed to actually find the Void Spirit. He just gets crushed. Sexy Yogi on the backside as well, being chased down by Boris. He's going to go ahead, pop the Bedlam. Does he have a Hex? What was that? Oh, no, it's Pig Pole. Okay, I was like, what?
Relax.
I was very confused.
Dark Willow had a good early game, but not that good.
I was like, who has a Hex? I thought someone jumping from the backside. I was like, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
It should have a different sound. I really hate when they reuse sounds from different abilities. And they did that with like pretty much all of the jungle items, which makes zero sense.
What are you supposed to do? Just create more new sounds?
Yeah.
That's how it works, Ricky.
Yeah, it could oink or something, dude.
Dire should look
It could oink. You could, what is it? The Book of the Shadows has the same sound as Dark Shadow Realm from Dark Willow.
top tower is
There's a lot of like reused sounds, which is like odd because Dota 2 has like probably one of the best sound designs of any other game, to where like you hear a sound and it should be clearly identifiable as to what it is, but for some reason there's a couple new items where that's not the case. Mirana trying to backstab this mid tower, but not going to connect. Force the Moonlight Shadow.
Dire should look to their top tower.
I don't like the way you think.
What do you mean?
I don't like your new ideas.
What? Give us sounds that are not that are actually unique?
All right. This guy's done.
They're gonna find the gyrocopter here. In comes Tao as well as the rest of the team, and another kill going their way. Burna is the one who picks that one up, and they can go right into Roche with this, honestly.
Against attack.
Right. They'll be able to clear it up in no time at all with this Luna. There's damage coming up from her. Back from all the heroes. Blood Rage is going to make it even faster. Doesn't have to worry about how much HP she's losing if you got the best.
Pig mode
Madness
activated.
well.
He's gonna find the Mirana. Yules comes out into the Remnant, and again the follow-up damage is just ridiculous. They get a second kill now. This one onto Boris.
Looks like they're not going to the Roche though. I guess they're a little bit worried about the potential to turn things around.
Yeah,
on the
Sand
clock
King
on
is
Sand
rough
King,
too,
but they
yeah.
find Sand King. If they can get the kill on him, then I imagine they'll be able to grab it. But no, he gets away. Wait, someone just popped BKB somewhere?
No, he's just banging the drums on the Pangolier.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm losing it, man.
Sorry, we've been here for like over 10 hours, so it's fine.
No, we've been here for 9.5.
I've been here for 10 hours. Managed to find Sand King here in the triangle once again. Hetz comes in with Rolling Thunder, though, able to try and turn this around potentially, but there's no other heroes from his team, and time to just try and disengage. Another jump on in. Yule's set up onto the Mirana. It's just a death sentence if this Void Spirit finds you.
Yep. So Luna comes rolling in at that point, and at this point they might feel strong enough to finally go into this Roshan pit. Yeah, they're going for it now.
Yeah, with
Sand King's
Sand
still
King
dead for
dead.
11 seconds. And Rolling Thunder on cooldown now, after having used it there. Yogi actually committed the Bedlam onto it to clear it out just a little bit faster. I don't think they're going to get it in time either. Sand King's here. Clockwork.
I like this Remnant placement as well. The Aegis gets claimed. It's ready to try and fight now. Is they going to be able to jump Jubei on the backside? Zero pump faking on the epicenter, but it looks like the call to disengage has been made. But he gets caught by a shackle. Pamplona with that high ground ward, and Zero ends up dying at the end of the day. 2 more kills, 7-24 now.
Yeah. They realize now that they have Nazerba War up there. They didn't have time to clear that one out before they went for that jump in the Roche pit. So knowing the position of the Clockwork, they throw out the Void Spirit images. They throw out, Sexy Yogi's body. Ends up blocking the hook shot with that one. Well played there by Infinity. I mean, they have really good heroes for taking fights in the Roche pit. They just weren't able to there.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
DD Rune spotted in the top lane here. Burna definitely going to pick this one up.
Double
And
damage.
now they're going to be able to look to take some objectives. Mid lane tier 2 tower.
Tower is under
Potentially more. Is Scotty the next item for Burna? He's getting the Sanjin Yasha delivered as we speak. Boris gets found by Panlona. Able to get the first leap, but he doesn't have a second one. Whipped by the Wind Ranger, and the Focus Fire comes out. Just going to be able to chase down Boris, and
has been killed.
You're not going anywhere.
well played by the Wind Ranger. In the jungle, they managed to find Yamsun. He doesn't have a BKB. He's so underfarmed this game compared to everyone else as they get another kill. Just getting picked off one by one everywhere they go. Eskir trying to cut these waves. He will be able to do that bottom, but
8k net worth advantage now, and like 11k XP at this point. This game is just getting harder and harder. And a gyrocopter, not nearly enough farm. This BKB is not going to get completed before they're ready to roll up on your high ground on Infinity. It feels like there's nothing they're able to do. I think Yule Scepter is being worked on right now on Sand King. He's almost got this one done. But I mean, this
it's
is
one of
only
those
just so much
items
food.
that, like, it is pretty good, but it still also sets up a lot of stuff for the side of Infinity. So he can, like, defensively Yules, but it's really to dodge one thing and then into another, which is never a good feeling. Tau, he gets the Dissimulate off. They don't get the Burrow Strike. It was kind of spoiled by Eskir on this Rolling Thunder. And now he's in this Rupture, trying to do what he can, continue to chain stun them down, but Rupture will finish him off. Yeah, he tips S saying, thanks for tipping me off that you guys were coming in.
I think that's just going to be no epicenter available. It's really the majority of the damage they have. They didn't even have to get the BKB on the Luna. She's still got her Aegis about to hit level 20.
Yamsun's not even close to his BKB either.
Under attack.
Yeah.
He still needs another 1,300, 1,400 gold.
Plus 100 Lucent Beam damage would be even harder to deal with it.
Radiant's middle tower.
Not going to the high ground here instead. I guess going to close them into their base. Instead, they look to go top lane. I guess taking all the outer towers. Want to be as safe as possible with this game. They're really looking for 2-0 here.
Yeah, and like we talked about at the beginning of the game, it is a really important game for Infinity. They're currently 3 draws and 1 loss. So a 2-0 would actually put them towards the top of the group stage with that score. And now Shackle comes out. He finds Jubei finds Boris here instead. Focus Fire plus the power shot will be able to get the kill. He does get the D ward, so his life not completely in vain. So we'll go back to securing this bottom outpost. And now the mid lane push might begin as Burna starting to threaten the high ground.
Tower is under attack.
Got a pipe finished up on Benjaz going back for the Gleipnir, and he almost has it. Can you defend against the Luna? Once this tier 3 tower goes, it becomes that much worse to defend.
I mean, not only can they they're not afraid right now. Infinity, they saw Gyrocopter in the bottom lane just now. I don't think they know if he has a TP or not, but
They know he's just trying to farm BKB, and he's not there quite yet. They find Eskir on the Pangolier. They hit they drop the Eclipse. Nice Burrow Strike in from 0. There's going to go ahead and be a Terrorize off the mark, though. A lot of damage out onto the Luna. Still has the Aegis. But they really want to focus down this tower. Mask of Madness going to come out, and she gets it.
Radiant's middle tower.
he just still on the Luna for another 20 seconds here.
Just going to use
By
that
the
to
time-
regen at this point, right?
Yeah, you just get back, let it regen your HP, finish up in your next item, and then go for a push again. You do ping Luna out.
They want to try and fight around the Aegis, but they're going to be so slow. They're going to be just slightly too late, I think.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah, he's TPing all the way bottom. They missed their opportunity there, and Burna, max HP, max mana.
Did you see that?
No, how close was that?
They threw out a rocket flare above the Luna. She was just out of vision of the ward. And then immediately he tries to throw out a hook on Jubei, and 0 jumps forward, trying to get the Burrow Strike and play Cock to him in the vision of the Cock provided on the way out. And both of them, I think, are about half a second off, maybe a little bit less.
They found Tau this time in the top lane, and they will be able to secure that one. Esk having some fun there. 10,000 gold lead still for the side of Infinity, though, as they are now pushing the bottom tower. Tau, my bad, he says, you know. Didn't mean to get caught there, guys. I'll buy a BKB, I promise.
Dire's top tower is under
surprised he didn't go for that one earlier. Again, so much magic damage coming up from his enemy team. I wanted Bloodseeker to get one as well, but instead he ended up going for Pipe and Gleipnir. The Pipe does help the majority of his team, though.
It's also a very good Gleipnir game.
Yeah, I suppose Gleipnir is an item, even though it's so expensive. I mean, buying it in this economy?
I mean, he's thriving. Look at him.
I suppose so. That's half his money right there, though. Imagine what happens if the Gleipnir stocks go down.
Oh, we don't talk about the Gleipnir stocks. Player comes out. They scout the TP from Benjaz. So they will just disengage here on the side of black and yellow. Trying to stall this game out just a little bit here. Give themselves a moment for the Gyrocopter to catch back up. But he is 5,000 gold behind the Luna. Finally finishing that BKB on his way to the Daedalus. But Luna's going to raise your Daedalus with an Eye of Scotty instead.
Yeah, it is going to be so hard to blow up this Luna now. I don't think you have the damage for it. A lot of time, I think in every single fight, she's just going to be able to get this BKB off and start auto-attacking you.
Tao pops a DD, actually. They jump in. Zero, he gets the epicenter, but they don't have the vision, and now they turn around onto the Sand King. A little optimistic there as they try to make a play outside the base, and it backfires without Zero.
I know it doesn't look that bad, and the Sand King's only dead for like 30 seconds here, but you've just given it epicenter, and they didn't have to really commit any resources. Yeah, I think this is just over. You used too many resources, and you were slightly off the mark there. They were going for a play before the Infinity Heroes hit their base, but at this point, you've got no resources to defend from the Luna.
Luna will just take the mid lane barracks, no problem, and then quickly move to the bottom side. And yeah, like you said, Sand King will be alive, but you're missing a big part of your team fight and damage in the form of that epicenter. And with Tao sitting back, you've got Bloodseeker sitting back. He has this gem now completed. You just have a lot of different forms of locking down this Gyrocopter, even through his BKB. TP out on the side here, Yamsun. They don't have a lot of options. Arrow comes through. It manages to catch Luna. The call down comes through. Zero, this is their opening. Can they do it? No. Burner pops the BKB. The Eclipse comes out. The damage from the Luna is just too much. Ruptures up onto Yamsun, and that is going to be it. There is nothing left in the tank here for the side of black and yellow, and they can buy it back potentially, but they're going to do it. They buy back on everyone. 4 heroes jumping back into this game, but the disengage from Infinity. If they leave, if they don't get anything for this Tao, pops to dissimulate, but Esk ready to go with the Rolling Thunder. And they actually find the kill onto this Voice Bear. Astral Step in 2 seconds. He has a Yules as well. Astral Steps away. Goes for the TP. He's out, baby.
Pamplona? No.
Just there to pop a smoke. It's fine.
Oh, that was a scary one right there. But he will get back now. They're going to run it down mid, try to see if they can get aim ejections off of this. But again, the only person you lost was this Dark Willow, who's playing position 5.
Yeah, bought back 4 heroes. Zero's just slightly short on gold, but I mean, I feel like if any of your cores die here on the side of black and yellow, I don't know what you can do.
Yeah, I mean, Epicenter's back up, Rolling Thunder still on cooldown for another 19 seconds here.
Gleipnir, he ends up finding a free Pango. Arrow's going to catch Dark Willow on the backside. Tao managed to dodge out some of the damage, but there's going to be the Burrow Strike. The Epicenter going to get canceled thanks to the Shackle. The damage from the Luna just cleaves them all down. 3 heroes dead, about to be more as the GGs come through, and Infinity look fantastic in this series.
Way too much damage coming out from them. I was just concerned about black and yellow's draft. The Gyrocopter coming out last feels like it was one of their last options, but it kind of boxed itself into a corner. It was their only hero that could really deal with them in the late game, especially once the BKB was done on this Luna. And the lanes, it didn't go too well for them either. At the very start, the Dark Willow just got kill after kill and was not only affecting the top lane, but kind of ruined the game for Esk and the Pangolier as well.
Yeah, I mean, just a massive advantage here on the Luna, going 11-1 and 11, 6-0 and 21 on the Wind Ranger, and 10-0 and 19 on the Bloodseeker. I mean, just like a flawless game from the lane stage right again, and a lot of it set up, like you said, from Sexy Yogi on the Dark Willow, just owning this top lane. It's spilling over into mid even as he finds a kill onto that Pango. I mean, this was just a stellar performance from Infinity all around, and black and yellow gonna have to go back to the drawing boards, I think, after this one.
Zero, he played pretty well in the last 2 games and tried to stand his ground, but eventually just overwhelming 5-man team fight from Infinity. And once the BKB was done, I mean, that early pipe from Ben Jazz as well kind of ruined the game for Zero, ruined the game for most of Black and Yellow. In fact, game ended up being pretty one-sided after that. But that's going to be it for us tonight, Ricky.
It is. We've made it all the way to the end of the night. It has been absolute incredible day of Dota 2. Started out with some pretty wild series, and we end up with a clean 2-0 from Infinity. So thank you all so much for watching. But before we call it a night, I just want to say big shout out to our sponsor, N1Bet. For those of you who don't know, you can head on over to bts.gg/N1Bet, enter code BTSDota to get a bonus on your initial deposit. Use that money to guess who's going to win these games here in the Pro Series 8. So once again, thank you to them. We really appreciate the support here in the Americas, but we're going to call it a night. Neph, final thoughts before we wrap it up.
My final thoughts are just to thank everybody for watching. It was a great long day of Dota, and I'm going to leave you on the fact that there was a hot fix in the middle of that game. Anyone who's not aware, Hunter of the Night shard was changed, so it's now able to target dominated ancients, and they apparently didn't have the Broodmother changes on the last patch. The spin web movement was rescaled to something, and Silken Boa attack damage was increased.
All right. That's super cool. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, this has been the Pro Series season number 8 on Beyond the Summit. My name is rkryptic, and of course, I'm here with Neph. Check us both out on Twitter if you'd like. We got some pretty banger memes we post every once in a while, but that's going to do it. We'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful night. That's it. Bye-bye, everyone.